and welcome back to our channel. You are here to see how easy it is to change out the fuel pump on the rear tank on this OBS. We are going to show you how easy it is, so give us a thumbs up on your way in and let's figure out how to do it. I'm sure you got to see some of the previous videos, but in case you haven't, you can click up here to see how easy it is to take off the bed. We believe that it's easier just to take the 6 bolts out of the bed, take that off, kind of see it hanging back behind there, and access this fuel pump. Can remove the tank and the straps and all that things, but I'm here to tell you, make life simpler and just take the bed off. All right, we got ourselves a nozzle and we're gonna blow this dirt on out of here. Close your eyes, close your eyes. Where's the safety glasses? Is the air. There, you got one off. Now show me how you get the second one off here. Just pry it off with a screwdriver. There you go. Grab the one of these that fit. In this case, it's 3/8, 9.5 millimeters. Slide that over. Push that down in, you can hear it click. And it pulls right off. This was difficult trying to get that second one out, the larger of the two. This is a perfect example why it's good to take the bed off, because you have better access to get those fuel lines off. And basically I pushed in on this and just wiggled back and forth and pulled as hard as I could, and it did pop off there. You can see down inside there how it's different. So inside here there's little strips that go in and out that open up, that grabs a hold of this ring on here. And so when you're pushing this over, it opens it up, and that's how it works. Now we got the 2 fuel lines off. So what's next? Take that ring off. Now you can see that it's pretty rusted up good. And this here is the inside ring because it slides in under this piece here. So you want to hit that with a hammer. Now you want to go counterclockwise. And it looks like it's being all broken apart, which is okay, because we got a new one ordered. There it's coming, there it's coming. We didn't have to destroy it, did we? There it is. Almost. See how that looks right there? There we go. Now you got it. There we go. Now we got it. See the rust around the filler, or not filler, but the rust around the fuel pump. Fuel pump's laying over there, and we got to get rid of this rust all the way around here and minimize getting it in the tank. So how do you think we should keep the rust and all that dirt from getting down in the fuel tank here? Whoa, you got the vacuum cleaner. Yeah. Don't tell your mother that we're using that. She might not be too happy. Well, we're using the Shark. Go ahead and we put this adapter on there. That way, when I am cleaning it, we have our goggles on. You got your dust mask on from painting. Keep those nose nostrils clean. And then we're gonna put a tip on there like that. Same thing we were using on the frame. And Levi's going to turn that on and get that down there. And we're gonna try to clean this. I don't know how well this is gonna work. That is as fast as it goes, Levi. Yeah. Huh? Yeah. Well, that don't do too bad of a job. Let's try a different disc. So far, it don't look too dirty down inside there, Levi. But let's try something different. Let's use the 80 grit. So we went ahead and put 80 grit on the end of our drill here. Let's try this, see if it does a better job. I think it's getting rid of the rust better. Work your way the whole way around. Okay, that's not too bad. What about inside here?
Oh my.
Yeah, see there's rust inside the ring there too. Let's try that. Okay, that's not too bad there, is it? Look down inside the fuel tank. Yeah, there's a little bit of dirt down in there if you can suck that up. Now we got a good bit of that cleaned off. We're getting the rest of that dust out of there, right? Now, try a wire brush on the wire wheel. Now we got the wire wheel on. This is actually going better than I thought, isn't it?
Yeah. It looks like we're gonna need a lot of rust reformer.
Yeah, we gotta clean that out. That's all cleaned up. Got most of that rust off there. Levi's getting some paper towels that we're gonna try to wipe out the inside there just in case there's anything there. You can, the top of the fuel pump, I see a paper towel laying there we could have used. But on top of the fuel pump, we'll have to clean the rust off of that as well. So what are you thinking so far? I'll be taking a quick break here while Levi goes to get some paper towels. But go ahead and comment down below. Just give me some of your thoughts of how this restoration is going on this project, this OBS, old body style. So Levi's got some paper towels here. He's gonna kind of wipe the bottom to see if much dust or dirt got down in there. No, there's a little bit on there, but not too bad. Great job there, Mr. What? Mr. Professional, restoring this OBS, right? Now Levi's gonna wrap some towels around the fuel pump itself. Try to keep it clean. How are we gonna clean this off? Let's try the wire wheel first, because I think there's a lot of dust on there. Yep. That's cleaning off real nice. Now as you're seeing us getting out the fuel pump, you don't really have to take out the fuel tank like we did here, because this is part of video clips that we pulled the footage from when we did a full rear tank restoration. As we're showing you here right now, we cleaned up the old fuel pump and put it back in, but you have a brand new fuel pump that you're going to put in. So let's continue with what we did. Push it right on there like this. There we go. Get it turned. Right there. Very nice. We're ready to go now. Okay, Levi, what's next?
I don't know. You're the expert.
I'm the expert? I'm not the expert. We're learning together.
Well, you knew a lot more car stuff than I did before this. I knew just minimal. You grew up on a farm, knew how to drive a clutch before I did, so I'd say you're pretty experienced.
Well, we're gonna figure this out together. Let's see here. This seal goes in here like this. It's not as good of a seal as the old one. Come out, that goes in there like that. We read online, the suggestion was using some of this gasket sealer put around here, and we're gonna give that a try. I'm sure a lot of you automotive gurus out there will probably comment down below what you think of this, which I welcome that. There, just a real thin coat. I'll go ahead and put that down on there. I know some people use Vaseline as well. That's what we did at work in the factory. This will hold it into place until we get this one here. Go ahead and pick that up in there, slide that down in there very carefully. There we got it in there. If I remember right, it goes like that. There we go. And we'll put this over here like this. Put that down in there like that.
Grab a screwdriver and a hammer.
And grab your hammer and screwdriver and see how we make out. Now with the screwdriver, she'll tap out on there and tighten it up. There you go. You don't want to. There we go. Hit each one of those. There you go. You don't want to hit it too hard. And the last one. There we go. We got it nice and tight against that fuel filter. Or not the fuel filter, but you got it against. Well, I think that's good there, Levi.
You sure?
We got that against the. We got that against the gasket. That little flat O-ring. Well, we are making some headway. I think I got everything cleaned off. Now you're probably going to ask me, what am I going to coat this with? How am I going to prevent the rust from coming back and all that? Great question. I'm going to use the reformer. Turn the camera around so you can actually read the can, but it's a rust reformer by Rust-Oleum, and what that does is it instantly blocks the rust, keep it from spreading. Okay, now we got the rust reformer put on. Here is the automotive primer, the 3-in-1 filler and sandable, which I'm not going to sand it. That's what I'm going to use on here. This shouldn't take more than about a can. And get it all shook up here. I'm going to take a quick break and I'll be right back. Now you're probably wondering, why don't I have a face mask on? Well, for one, I don't like it and I can't talk while I'm spraying. But we got a real nice breeze going here, so I could barely smell the paint. So that's my disclaimer. I don't give you permission to do it without a mask. We are using the Rust-Oleum undercoating Pro Grade. Of course, I have a link down below, as always, if you want to use the same stuff. So what I'm going to do is put a coat of this coating around the seam and then around this ring. That way the gas tank lasts for 50 years instead of 35 like that one. Get yourself a little bit of sandpaper or emery cloth and we'll get rid of this finish that we put on there that was on the tank. Emery cloth is better than sandpaper, of course, but I don't have any emery cloth with me. We should have been more careful when we were painting the tanks. That we should have had this taped up. Now let's see how it goes on. There, clipped right on there. How about that? Let's see how this one clips on. There. You hear it click? Did you hear that? It went click. Now we got this on. Got this hooked up. So now what do you think, Levi? We got the rear fuel tank in and hooked back up and ready to go, right? Yep. We love it when a project finally gets wrapped up, don't we? And we got it done before it got dark. You can see the sun's going down. We had sticker coats on. And until the next time, we'll be working on the front tank. So stick around. We'll see you then.